What's up, guys? This is Donnie. This is my travel vlog about being a transplant living in Wilmington, North Carolina, and my adventures traveling the Carolinas and beyond, seeking out amazing drinks, food, and roadside attractions. On today's adventure, I'm staying local in Wilmington and going to one of my absolute favorite tiki bars in the country, the Sorrow Drowner. And while walking around and filming in the Sorrow Drowner, I was super lucky to run into the owner, Alfred, who was super gracious to kind of give me a walkthrough of the place and describe some of the storytelling that goes into the Sorrow Drowner and, just describe the various areas within the bar. Okay, so before I walk into this incredible immersive tiki bar, I just wanted to read for you guys a little bit from the Sorrow Drowner's About page on their website. Once you cross the threshold, you will be transported into the classic era of exploration. The Lumerian Institute, a global leader in history and exploration, led by its founder, Edward Bartholomew Wheatley III, has assembled a team of the finest adventurers and scholars from around the globe. What happens behind the doors of the Institute has been a question for decades. However, as the old saying goes, when the Macaridus Kabir is away, the indefatigable Galapagos mice will play. Enter the Sorrow Drowners. This ragtag group of individuals, nicknamed for their near-nightly revelries, keep the Institute running while the board of directors are out exploring. Many of these acolytes pine to be in the field but have yet to pay their dues. Instead, they stay behind to research and catalog the variety of artifacts sent home by the Institute's elite expedition teams and partners worldwide. Due to all the doldrums of lab work, an informal vote was taken and the Sorrow Drowner has decided to open the doors of the Institute to all of you. One of the coolest things about this place is the theming and the fictional history that you guys create, the storytelling that you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's all these great nooks and crannies and different rooms to explore, and I was hoping you could explain, the theming of all the different rooms here.
Of course, absolutely. So right now, if you look around, we find yourself inside the Ready Room. So a little backstory, I don't know if you know this part or not. This is the Sorrow Drowner, but we are also the Lemurian Institute of History, a tertiary organization trying to find a lost civilization somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. This room in particular is our Ready Room. It is where our adventurers store their gear. It's where they also have a private collection that they bring back. It's their collection of items that they brought back from their travels around the world. And it's where they keep their gear in their lockers and their medication and extra hats and, shoes, boots, barrels of gunpowder, that kind of thing in this room. The room behind me, which is our main hall, we call the Grand Marais. It's the lecture hall for the Institute. It is where, it's got a stage, it's got a dais. It's supposed to be where our adventurers, when they come back, give lectures to other people from, other institutions and, academics. That being said, the Sorrow Drowners, which is the people who run the building when none of the adventurers are here, have decided that because nobody's been using it, they're going to turn the Grand Marais into their own personal drinking hall and throw a show there every once in a while. So it has now had the library pushed back and a bar put in its place. Upstairs, as you go up our stairs, that I like to call the stairwell of a million staring eyes, which has just got peacock wallpaper. When you get upstairs, you have our main room upstairs, which is the office of the director. It is the private collection of Edward Bartholomew Wheatley III, the man who founded the Institute, and his personal library. And then you can go out on our balcony and you come back in towards the stairwell. You have the Esoterica. That is our Department of Esoteric and Experimental Biology. The joke is that Edward took up the biggest room in the entire building for his personal collection, and then all the other departments have to share this one office that's half the size. And so right now it's two different departments sharing the room. It's the Department of Esoterica and the Department of Experimental Biology. And I think we're going to be moving yet another organization as part of it. I think there's another group that needs the room every once in a while. So that room has got kind of a hodgepodge of things. It's kind of a Wonder Common, a cabinet of curiosities mixed with a little bit of a plant display inside. And it's just a place you can go hang out if you want to. It's kind of chill. So that's the rooms.
That's awesome. And you were just explaining before when you were building this place and designing it, you got some inspiration, or one of your goals was to kind of make a tiki bar that had the feelings and the vibes of the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I'd say when Trader Brandon and I first started talking, we had an initial design in mind that we ended up not going with. we'd actually planned on building in a different location, a very different concept. When we found this building, Brandon was like, okay, this building is way more than what you're going to be working with before. We need to come up with a design that fits this building really well. He's like, what do you want me to do with it? And I looked around and I saw the balcony and the way like the stairwells and all the different rooms. I'm like, I want you to build me a tiki bar inside the lobby of the Haunted Mansion. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to feel like. So we took some inspiration from the Haunted Mansion. We took inspiration from, Jungle Cruise tiki bars and Indiana Jones. We also took inspiration from the Adventurers Club, obviously, which was a big part of Disney, which, the Society of Explorers and Adventurers.
Congaloosh.
Yeah, Congaloosh. If anybody is watching this, if you come in costume, you'll get 10% off all food. If you come in costume and in character, we'll put you on stage to tell your tale and we'll give you 15% off all food.
Boom. That's amazing. Yeah.
So if you come in costume, unlike Disney, we encourage coming in and participating.
Want you to be part of the story here.
Yep, absolutely. Join the Sorrow Drowners. Be an honorary member.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed just a quick look at the Sorrow Drowner. If you are anywhere near the Carolinas, this is a must-see destination. You can find the Sorrow Drowner at 19 South 10th Street in Wilmington, North Carolina, and their website is sorrowdrowner.com.